Yo, what's going on? And welcome back to some Duel Links on our road from Rookie to KOG. We're looking back at our Ritual Beast deck because I recently saw a new take on what cards to actually play in it, so we're going to go ahead and give that a try as well. I've mostly been playing Legends of Runeterra recently, so I think it's pretty clear that we're not going to get KOG this month. But we'll definitely keep working towards it. I don't know how many ranks we'll lose when the month flips over, but we'll keep moving up because it really hasn't gotten that hard yet. Now, if we look at the changes we've made in our deck, you can see we now have 2 Floodgate Trap Holes, and we have 2 Petal Fins, and we now have 0 Rampengus, and only 1 Ritual Beast Return. So I'm going to go ahead and try this version of the deck. I did get used to using Rampengu quite a bit, so it might be a change, but I get what this person's going for. This person realizes that their best way to win is to go second or turn 3, whichever, because you don't really get to pick when you go. But if you're going first, then on turn 3 you want to kill, or if you're going second you want to OTK. So, what are we going to do if we go first? We're going to Floodgate their monster. That's going to allow us to Petalfin. Petalfin's going to become a lot more important because we need to send a monster back to the hand, send a trap card back to the hand, anything that's going to stop us from killing them, back to their hand, and we go for the OTKs. Not really any new concept here, just a defensive card we haven't played and less of Rampengu, but more of Petalfin. So, let's go ahead and get playing. What did it say we were? We're gold 5 now. We could probably, if we play real well, we could make it to platinum in this episode. That might be us winning every single game in this episode, though, and I don't know if I can make that guarantee. Oh, I don't. When I made the new deck, I didn't add mats to it. What is that monstrosity? It's for hires. Well, I feel like he bricked pretty hard, but I also feel like I'm not being dealt any favors here. So, what in the world do we do? We activate Canahawk. I guess we just drop a window and then we wing it from there. We don't really have any options at the moment. Which one do we put where? Say we put Floodgate in the middle, Treacherous on the side, and we just end our turn there. So he's gonna be looking to make plays. What do you do? Well, you control a monster, you can target 1 for hire in your graveyard and add it to your hand. You're just gonna end your turn just like that? Seems like an interesting choice. And we drew a window, so now we got some plays. How should we start this? Because we obviously want a Canahawk. Trying to think, do we go Apelio first or Elder first? Also, are we going for OTK? I don't really think it matters, so let's just go Elder, because we're going to be doing both. I don't think there's a whole lot he could do, except for maybe Treacherous Trapolis there. But it wouldn't have helped him, in all honesty. Oh, I think this deck is... I don't remember if... I think that's different from our deck. This deck's playing 3 Canahawks. 3 ulti Canahawks. Instead of 3 ulti Apelio. He's doing something. Is he gonna Floodgate me? What's happening? So our search target is going to be Bond. And we're gonna throw one of the windows in the graveyard. Why did I say Bond? I meant return. We already have Bond in our hand. So we're going to select both of you. This guy's gonna be really annoying, isn't he? Turn your toggle off if you don't know what you're doing. And we'll summon this window. Okay, don't accidentally mess this up. Summon the correct window. I want to keep summoning the windows right now, just in case he does have Treacherous Trap Hole, because if he pops a window with it, then we're still fine. And what are we adding? We're adding Return. Canahawk is going to banish Apelio. Nope, don't want to activate any of that stuff. So go ahead, banish Apelio. Now we will special summon Ulti Canahawk. And now, how do we want to do this? I'm thinking that we want to activate Treacherous. So hold on, so we go like this, activate our first effect. And we're going to, we don't want you anymore. I guess we'll select both of you. Then we're going to chain Treacherous to this, to this. Then we're going to chain this. Oh, but we can't summon Apelio again. We don't have a card that we can summon, huh? So we can't actually activate Bond. Unlucky. So let's go ahead, activate this effect. Move Canahawk back over. And I guess we just go Ulti Apelio. We didn't have to banish, because I thought I was going to go Canahawk again, but now I realize that I'm just going to go Ulti Apelio. Okay. That seemed like an odd decision, but that's cool. You gotta love people who don't know what Ulti Apelio does. Life Charge. At least he didn't have the one where he banishes my entire, Yeah, just get rid of this guy immediately. I don't want to deal with you. So we're doing this on his summon because it's Floodgate. So he can't chain. He doesn't get to do anything. I don't even want to activate. I think we're fine here. We just summon Petalfin and win the game. Go ahead and activate this. We'll just banish a Petalfin. And we're gonna get rid of his monster. And then let's go ahead, seal the tombs because we got monsters in our banish pile. We'll go ahead, battle Ulti Apelio. We have Return, we have Bond. What's he gonna do about it? Alright, that's not gonna work. I don't know if you figured that out after last time, that does not work. Alright, you lose. I feel like that guy had too much back row. Fur hires rely on drawing a whole bunch of monsters, And because like each for hire that you can summon, like the reason I floodgated Beat was because he was going to use Beat's effect to special summon another for hire from his hand, which would then trigger Beat's other effect to search for another for hire card. So I didn't want him to do that. But like this guy, his first turn you saw, he only opened up one for hire and he was just laying down back row like mad. So I think he just had too much back row. He needs, like, his deck should be like let's look at his deck. In my opinion, it should be a lot more monsters than this. Like, what is half of this garbage? Like, these are cool, sure. I'll give you that. Dimensional Prison, sure. Maybe you don't have another Wall of Disruption or a Floodgate. Who is running Sakuretsu Armor? Like, what? Dimensional Prison is just the better version of Sakuretsu Armor. Mayhem for hire, I guess you could use it. I wouldn't run any of these Super Rush Headlongs. I would try and have, like, he has Obelisk. Like, what? I would probably have, like, at least 15 for hires in this deck. But whatever. We're not here to play for hires, we're here to play Ritual Beasts. Also, not using your trap cards on Ulti Apelio would be a pretty good choice as well. Or at least knowing when you can use them on Ulti Apelio. Like, if he had a Floodgate, then it would work. But it doesn't work while Ulti Apelio is attacking. I wonder if Ritual Beasts would get better in Duel Links if they had the rest of their cards or not. Because one of the cards is a fusion monster, and it's their biggest fusion monster, but I think it has like pretty strong requirements. Also, what the heck do we do here? We can't even really play here. I would say this is bad. Banish 2 Ritual Beast monsters you control. Can I do this? I can summon an Elder with an Elder and then bond, right? Not exactly my idea of a good move. I feel like we're kind of forced into position though, right? What would we summon if we bond? Do we just go Ulti Apelio and just hit him in the face? Or we could go Ulti Canahawk and search. What are we gonna search if we do? This is a tough one. I think we just gotta go for the play. Because it's just gonna get bad for us if we don't. But this play really sucks. Just gonna let you know right now. Oh, we could just go old. I think we gotta go Canahawk. I don't know what he's doing, but he's doing something. Okay, now are we searching window, return, regular Canahawk? Let's search regular Canahawk here. This is definitely not good. We maybe should have searched Apelio. Okay, that hurts. Alright, he's playing Dark Magician, which is fine at the moment. No one actually plays this card in their Dark Magician deck, but I guess he just didn't have all the right cards. Which I think you can actually earn this card right now in the current event. I don't actually have this card, which is fine because you don't use it, but it could have its uses. So he is not going to do anything. So let's just go ahead and pop his back row. I don't want to deal with it. Hey! So, we gotta play now. So our flowchart says that we banish Winda first with this Cannahawk effect right here. What does he have? I think you can activate this as a quick effect, so it keeps asking him to activate that. But what does this do before I just swing into it? Special summon one Dark Magician. That could be problematic, not gonna lie. So I think our idea here is that we're just gonna go for 2 ulti Apelios. But we want to banish a regular Apelio. And then maybe next turn we'll try and search for... I suppose we could drop one card, right? No. Can we? We can. Do I want to? A little bit? I really hate this having to wait for him every time. It's making my plays take longer. So I gotta wait for him to decide that he doesn't want to do anything. Let's go Cannahawk first. I really think we would benefit from having a return in our hand. So we're going to use our first effect, and we're going to use it on you two. I suppose we could have gone for Petalfin here. It still wouldn't have been lethal though, so it kind of didn't matter. I want you. And then we'll save the Apelio effect for during his turn. Let's go ahead, summon another ulti Apelio. And then we'll just swing into both of his monsters. If he summons a Dark Magician, we don't really care. But we get rid of this first to force him to either summon the Dark Magician or not. So he just has to discard a trap, and then you can summon it, right? Or a trap or a spell. Discards Eye of Timaeus. Summons a Dark Magician. We could floodgate it. I don't really see the reason to floodgate it. Continue to attack. While his field is full, we're gonna go ahead and kill that, and then we'll kill the Dark Magician because we don't want him to have a Dark Magician on the field. Then we'll go ahead and end our turn. We do need to draw a Ritual Beast card to actually use our return. No, I think we're okay at the moment. We did not draw a Ritual Beast card, so we're gonna go ahead and set this phase down. Do we want to activate that? No, I don't think so. Let's just battle him. We're running out of time, so I'm just gonna go ahead and smack his face and then call it good. Otherwise, we could, in theory, have fused out to Apelio and something else. Then we could have banished Cannahawk. Then we could have summoned again, brought Cannahawk back to the field, banished Petalfin, tried to go for an OTK right there. I don't think it matters. It might matter if he has a play here. If he can summon a Dark Magician. Okay, if that's a navigate, then we have a slight problem. I still think we're okay, but we have a slight problem. Is it a navigation? It is indeed a navigation. That is bad. So, what else is he gonna summon? Is it gonna be 2 Dark Magicians or just 1? It is 2 Dark Magicians. Alright. Which one is he going to banish? That one. Okay, I will activate. And I will summon a Wind Up. And an Apelio. I'm gonna use Apelio's effect just to get Canahawk back into the banish pile. What are you summoning now? We could just floodgate this. I think we just go ahead and floodgate that immediately. No, don't chain. We'll do that at the end of his turn. He was trying to get another banish on me. Alright, so let's just go ahead. Our return is now live. So we're just going to finish him right here. We know our monsters are bigger. Go ahead and activate Sealed Tombs. Alrighty. Well, that was a slightly annoying duel, but we made it through. I'm thinking we're not going to be able to make it to Platinum at this rate, considering that duel took us about 12 minutes. I do find it very annoying when my opponent has a quick effect, and it keeps interrupting all the plays that I'm trying to make. Like, if I could just make them in a smooth stream, then I'd do them a lot faster than having to wait for him, and then I, like, miss a few seconds of, oh yeah, I could have been making a play right there. But whatever. There was definitely other ways we could have played that duel, but we won, so it doesn't really matter, and I think we played around everything. Like I said in the middle of the duel, if we had had more than 24 seconds, then I would have gone for a Petal Fin play, which would have been lethal a turn earlier. But I only had 24 seconds, and I didn't want to time out, so I just went for the attack instead. Not great, so we're just gonna go Cosmic Wind pass. And then we'll see what he's playing, if he's playing like Desperado Dragon or something. I don't think so. I'm not familiar with decks that use Hinotama, so... What? Are you out of your mind? Alright, well, this should be lethal, right? If we know what we're doing. Which is questionable, to be fair. Why did I send Petal Fin? Yeah, this is why it's questionable that I know what I'm doing. Because obviously you just send Apelio right there. We could still do it, though. It's not the end of the world quite yet. I do think we use our first effect, though. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Don't mess that one up. Okay, now we send a Paleo and we search for return. No, don't search for a Paleo. What are you doing? Okay, so obviously that first one should have been a Paleo, so we could then have an Elder and an Apelio in the banish pile. And we could have done this play significantly better. Thank God we had another Winda in our hand, huh? Otherwise this whole play wouldn't have worked to begin with. We do want to activate our first effect and get a bond. Wait, we can just do this. Don't want to chain anything. Go ahead, grab ourselves a bond real quick. Banish window, we'll summon a Pelio. Activate a Pelio's effect. Banish Petalfin. Then we'll go ahead, seal the tombs. And we will slap them up for lethal. I'm not sure what deck this man was playing, considering the only card he actually used was his Hinotama magic card. That's what Joey says all the time, right? I play my Hinotama magic card. Or does he say spell card? I don't remember. I think it's magic card. But then I think Yu-Gi-Oh can no longer call their spells magic cards because Wizards of whatever, Wizards of the Coast doesn't like that. Okay. I don't think this deck would work. Just a thought. I don't actually think you can summon about half of these. This person may not actually know how to play Yu-Gi-Oh. Like what? You can't summon any of these except for a swordswoman. This is the worst deck I've ever seen. I don't even know, like, how do you even play this card in this deck? You'd literally have to open this card. If either player has no cards in their hand at the start of their draw phase, they can draw one more card in addition to their normal draw. This card's controller loses 700 life points. If less than 7, okay. When this face-up card is removed from the field, inflict 3,000 damage. This deck doesn't make any sense. It actually does not do anything. He has like 1,000,000,002 tribute monsters, but he only has 2 monsters in his deck that he could even tribute to begin with. It's very odd. But I guess that would explain how he didn't play anything. Now this is going to be the final duel. We did make it to gold 6. We're obviously not going to make it to gold 7, and we're not going to make it to platinum here. This might be the last episode for the month, and then we'll keep going next month. I do want to play some more Legends of Runeterra though. I made a really good deck, but at the moment I still have like all the content from my not so good stuff. So that's probably coming first. But I'm really torn between which one I want to play more, because Legends of Runeterra is new and I'm having a lot of fun with it, but I also like Yu-Gi-Oh! It's not that I don't like Yu-Gi-Oh! So what do we even do here? Start by popping whatever his back row is. I don't know what Ducks does. Okay, that doesn't really do anything. What does this card even do? I didn't play any of these cards that he currently has. That, like, you do whatever. Maybe I should have activated my second Cosmic Cyclone in response to that, but who cares, man? Let's just go ahead, like, set. And we'll just let this guy go wild. If he summons something, then we're just gonna Treacherous Trap hole him, and then he'll be sitting there with a Ducks, and we'll let him kill my window with his Ducks, and then we will end him. We might just kill this immediately. This doesn't summon anything, right? Whatever. We'll just let him keep playing until, like, the last moment. That could have been a Divine Lance, which would have caused problems. I'll give him that. So let's go ahead, flip this. He's already in the battle phase, so at this point he can't summon anything anymore. We'll do that. And then, wait, why didn't my Windows effect work? Am I missing something here? What did I... Does the window have to be destroyed by your opponent's card? Oh, yep. That would be an issue. Ah. Alright, we're just gonna set a Pedal Fin and pass, I guess? I goofed this one real hard. Obviously should have let his monster hit my window. He did absolutely nothing. Which is fantastic to hear. Great news, honestly. He doesn't have any cards on the field, huh? Is there any way we could make this lethal? Any perceivable way? This isn't lethal, though. This play is not lethal. But it's the only play I got. I think we just go for a return. And then with return, we can summon a window. And window will at least make it so we can't, like, lose. We should probably also seal tombs. So now, if he has another Ducks, he can't really use it even. Draw Sense Wind, huh? Aren't all of your cards wind? I feel like that play doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, but you do whatever. This guy's deck is really expensive for how bad it seems. These cards of consonants are each, like, ultra rares. Ducks is a super rare. Like, geez, man, cool it. Ducks isn't even part of the structure deck. Everything else is part of the structure deck, but still. Alright. Not sure where this is going. I don't think this actually works, unless he has an Armatile. Wait, is it Leviathan? Alright, well, what? What is happening? Okay. Nothing happened. That was pretty exciting for nothing to happen. Let us go ahead and banish. Should we banish a window or an Apelio? Banish an Apelio. Okay, he surrendered. Good for him. I think he knew that it was over. All I was gonna do is like change out my Canahawk for an ulti Petalfin, probably, and then just swing over him with ulti Apelio. Because it would have been enough to kill. Hey, we got 30 more gems. We really only finished 4 duels. These duels took forever. My play has slowed down since I haven't played Ritual Beast for like a week. But either way, this was a kind of different take on the deck. I felt like it was, well, maybe we didn't get as lucky with our opening hands, but it didn't seem very bad. We didn't have a whole lot of uses for Floodgate, but we only really used it in one game to begin with. The idea behind Floodgate and Treacherous is ideally you would use your Treacherous before the Floodgate, or you would use them simultaneously. Otherwise, obviously, Treacherous is a dead card because Ritual Beast has no way to get Treacherous or any trap cards out of their banish pile. Except for Ritual Beast Ambush, I suppose. Apelio can banish Ritual Beast Ambush, but we're not playing any of that card. But either way, that's going to do it for this one. Next time, we will continue on our trek from wherever it puts us after the reset, maybe a few ranks back, like Gold 4, Gold 3, whatever. But we'll continue to move on. We haven't really hit a snag yet. Either way, hopefully you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.